Hi everyone, this is Allison. I was finally able to film a nail tutorial. A few people have asked me how I get fancy designs on my nails, and the answer is I do nail stamping. I've done a little bit of freehand before, but for me stamping is easier and the results look better. So this is a Stamping 101 video, and I'm going to show you a basic design with simple techniques. First, I'll show you what you need. You'll need base coat to protect your nails from staining and to help your manicure last. A color polish, this is Bevan from Zoya. Stamping polish, this is Pewter from Maniology. Mani mask or something like liquid latex or tape to prevent polish from getting on your skin. That will make cleanup easier. A stamper. This is Maniology's Monocle Stamper. A scraper or an old credit card or license can work too. A stamping plate. This is M015 from Maniology. A lint roller or tape to clean off your stamper. Some tweezers or a cotton claw, which you'll see later. A top coat that won't smear your stamped design. Maniology's smudge-free top coat is my favorite. I also have an extra top coat, we'll talk about that later. A few cotton swabs depending on how messy you are, as well as a few cotton balls or cotton pads. A cleanup brush, this one is from Maniology and it's another favorite of mine. "100% pure acetone, not remover with acetone in it, but pure acetone. I do also use regular polish remover and I'll explain that later. If you have pure acetone, you don't need this though. And also an acetone safe container. Mine is a little glass jar. I'm working over a silicone nail art mat to protect the table in case I spill any polish or acetone. I got this one from Amazon. Maniology also makes one called a lotus mat. So I'm starting by applying my base coat. I cap the edge of each nail with every layer that I paint. For me, the perfect amount of base coat is what is left on one side of the brush after swiping the excess polish off the opposite side. I hope that makes sense. I press one side of the brush against the neck of the bottle to remove the extra polish. Disclaimer, my hands are really shaky in this video. Not sure why, maybe I didn't have enough to eat or something. I feel like I'm usually better at polish application than this, but oh well. After I've applied base coat to all 10 nails, they are all dry enough for the first coat of color. Again, I use only the polish on one side of the brush and cap the free edge of each nail to help prevent chipping. Once all 10 nails have that first coat, they're usually dry enough to apply the second coat. After they're all painted, I give them another minute or two to dry, and I'll use that time to clean up around the edges if necessary with a cotton swab dipped in polish remover. I save the pure acetone for more close-in cleanup, which comes later. When that's done, I apply this mani mask on the skin around my nails, getting as close in as I can. This is optional, you can just let polish get on your skin and clean it up at the end, but I prefer to use this, especially since stamping polish is more pigmented than regular polish, and it can take more effort to get it off of your skin. Most stamping plates come with a protective layer stuck on them. It may be blue or clear, just peel it off and you'll be ready to start stamping. My favorite stampers are clear, so you can see exactly where you're placing the image on your nail. The stamper head is squishy and flexible, and the holder is hard plastic. Most stampers are ready for use right away. If you're having trouble picking up an image on the stamper and you're certain the problem isn't the stamping technique, you can use a cleaning sponge to help. Any dry, new, preloaded cleaning sponge will do. Just rub it across the stamper head once, gently, and then there should be no issues with picking up images. Be careful not to overdo this, you don't want to ruin the clarity of the stamper. My stamper works well already, so I'm just going through the motions here. Before you put any polish on your stamping plate, use tweezers or a cotton claw to prepare a cotton ball soaked with acetone. Now take your stamping polish and spread it over about half of the design you want to use. Then take your scraper and scrape the polish over the whole image. Gently roll or press the stamper over the design to pick up the image and stamp it onto your dry but slightly tacky nail. After that, use a lint roller or tape to clean off your stamper. Then remove whatever barrier you used from your skin. After each stamp, clean the plate with pure acetone. Regular remover can leave residue and miss the crevices on the plate. You shouldn't need to clean the scraper card yet if you scrape over a napkin like I'm doing. So again, spread the polish. Hold the card at an angle against the plate and scrape once or twice, and lightly press or roll the stamper to pick up the design. You want to work quickly and not let too much time pass after you've scraped the polish over the design. Otherwise, the polish will dry on the plate and the stamper won't pick it up well. You also want to make sure you don't scrape too many times, otherwise there won't be enough polish to form a clear image. I usually scrape just once or twice. When I'm all finished stamping, I clean off the scraper. Then I use another cotton swab dipped in remover to clean up any spots I might have missed with the mani mask. For close-in cleanup and to make the edges look nice and neat, I pour some acetone in this little jar and use my cleanup brush. Just dip the brush in, make sure it's not dripping, and clear away any messy spots. Be careful with acetone, it's flammable and it can ruin your stamper if it gets on the plastic or on the stamper head. After cleanup, I use smudge-free top coat to seal in the design. A stamped design can smear if you're not careful applying top coat. It's good to get a generous amount of top coat on the brush and kind of float it onto your nail without dragging the brush across the design. You don't want to apply too much pressure with the brush during this step. You can definitely stop there, and a lot of the time I do. Maniology's top coat dries pretty quickly and helps a manicure to last well. The smudge-free formula is thinner though, and with one coat of it I can feel the stamped design on my nails. So rather than use 2 coats of my smudge-free stuff, I'm using a different top coat to smooth it out and make it extra glossy. This is Liquid Laminate, a quick-drying top coat from Cirque Colors. If applied carefully, some regular top coats won't smear a stamped design. I would just recommend testing beforehand, maybe stamp onto a piece of paper, give it a couple minutes to dry, and then apply your top coat to see if it will work well. I like to finish off with some cuticle oil to help rehydrate my skin and nails, because acetone and polish remover can dry out these spots. So that's the end of the tutorial, and here is the completed design. I hope that was helpful to you. Nail stamping is a lot of fun, and this was just basics. There are many more possibilities. If you have questions or would like to see more tutorials, let me know in the comments. If you're interested in any of the products I used, or if you want to use my Maniology discount code, I'll include that information below. Thanks for watching.